This semester has really been challenging for me, probably because being virtual, one would expect it to be easy, only to realize the complete opposite. And so I began to doubt and lose confidence in myself, not until I understood the value of self-worth. That even if I'm unable to control the things around me, at least I have the choice not to let them reduce me. Let's get a detailed explanation, shall we? Hello, thank you for tuning in. I trust you are all good. Today, I want us to discover who we truly are. We all have potentials, but before we can nurture those potentials, we need to recognize and value our identity. And so I'll be talking about the value of self-worth. And when I say self-worth, I mean our opinion about ourselves. What kind of person do we believe ourselves to be? Just before I get started, I'd like to tell a short story, The Tale of Two Wolves, which will serve as the foundation for my topic. Now, this story talks about a granddad telling his grandson that there are two wolves battling inside every individual. One is bad, it contains fear, doubt, hatred, pride, lies, and so on. While the other is good, it contains love, peace, humility, kindness, truth. You get the idea. Then the grandson thought about it and asked his granddad, which wolf wins? Then the granddad replied, the one you feed. When I first read this, I was like, wow, because it felt so real and so true. The story might be short, but it's really powerful because it summarizes the fact that all what we say or do starts off internally from within us. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Which is why it's important we guide our mindset towards positive thinking. Just imagine someone trying to pass a class and the thought that comes to mind is, oh, this class is really difficult. That is when the class is actually going to be difficult. Not because the person is not intelligent, but because the person's mindset has been streamlined towards self-doubt, thereby feeding the bad wolf. But if, on the other hand, the person is like, oh, I'm going to love this class, like failing is not an option, then there is a higher probability for that same person in passing the class. I am a student and I've been on both sides before, so I can tell you that believing in yourself is actually key to passing classes in an honest way, if you know what I mean. But yeah, moving forward, I remember when I used to have this mentality that if I expect the worst, I won't be disappointed, which I basically interpreted as last, whatever happens, happens. However, I realized that this mindset made me more of a pessimist because if I'm settling for the worst, then I'm just feeding the bad wolf, And I think it's really common with we as humans, we there's a likelihood for us to focus more on the bad side of things. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, with my little experience in life, I've come to realize that people would rather think along the line of what if my interview did not go well, as against what if my interview went well, or my presentation was terrible, as against my presentation was good but could have been better. My point here is we should try to lean more towards the positive side of things. Of course, I know it's easier said than done. I myself am not an all-time optimist. There are times I have my moments where I just weigh myself down and start feeling depressed. But after a while, I realized that even though I'm not able to control the things going on around me, at least I have the choice not to let them reduce me. And so having that mindset just made me think positively. That mindset literally energizes me to keep pushing myself and going forward in life. And yeah, that is just my motivation for you today. uh, we should try as our possible best be to think positively. You know, let's try to feed the good wolves rather. You know, let's try to feed the good wolf. Let's be positively minded really, because it's like the more we think good, the more good we see in ourselves. You know, but the more we think bad, the more bad we see in ourselves. You know, so yeah, let's just try our possible best. I know it's really difficult. I mean, I still struggle with this, but let's just take those little steps here. You know, looking at the good side of life, looking at the good things, because that way we increase our self-esteem. You know, and then before we know it, we actually increase the value of our self-worth. So that is it. This brings me to the end of my talk. Thank you for staying and watching to the end. I love you guys. I appreciate you all. Uh, yeah, that is it. Thank you so much. See you next time. Stay blessed. Bye.